morning, church family. I hope that you are all doing well, and I'm super excited to be able to share a devotional with you this morning. I want to talk about brokenness, and I know that for some of you that may be a really hard word to process through here because it brings up things that have made us feel like we're broken beyond repair, unredeemable, or unable to be used by God. Maybe it's bringing up things that you're walking through right now that make you feel that way. Now I want to encourage you and give you some hope and help you maybe think about brokenness differently. So I think oftentimes we think about brokenness like I remember breaking a pottery dish that my mom had collected when I was a kid, and how sad it would be to have to pick up the broken pieces and throw it away because we just couldn't use it anymore. And that's oftentimes, I think, how we view our own brokenness, as something that just cannot be used, it's beyond repair, it's unredeemable. And I want to help us look at it differently. In Isaiah, God talks about being the potter and we are the clay. He shaped us and created us. And I want you to think about your life yourself as a vase during this devotional. And I want us to think about those things that have made us feel broken. What are they for you? For me, they were crippling anxiety, dealing with years of depression, the loss of a loved one suddenly, shame, rejection, placing my worth in what other people thought of me, and sin. All things have left me feeling broken, unable to be used by God, or unredeemable. But I've learned things about brokenness, and I want to share those with you today. In Psalms 147:3, it says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And in Isaiah 41:10, he says, Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's a picture of how God wants to heal you, wants to redeem you, and can use you. In Japan, there's an art form called kintsugi, and it means golden repair. And what they do, the artists take broken pottery and they fill in the cracks, the places it was broken, with lacquer mixed with gold, silver, or platinum. And the philosophy behind this, the reason they do that, is they don't want to disguise the crack or make it look like it's not even there, but to enhance it, to make it beautiful. And some of the artists even think it's so amazing and beautiful that they on purpose break pottery just so they can repair it in that way. And I think that's a picture of what God does for us, how He wants to take our brokenness and make it beautiful. God repairs our brokenness with something even more precious than gold or silver. He repairs us with His love. And so the two biggest things I've learned about brokenness is that the first thing is that brokenness can take time to repair. Being redeemed and made new in God can be a process, a journey. And that's okay. It's not a bad thing. It took 5 years of asking for help, years of going to therapy, of trusting that God had a purpose even in my pain, for me to be able to overcome and not be in bondage with depression. It was 5 hard years. A lot of good things happened in those 5 years. And it was also years where I could serve other people. God could still use me even as He was repairing me, redeeming me, and making me whole. And so it's never too late to start. It's never too late to ask Him to help heal and repair and redeem you, because He does want to use you no matter where you're at. The other thing I learned about brokenness is it doesn't have to define me. It doesn't have to define me, the experiences I've had or the things that have left me feeling broken, because He can use you no matter what. Because our identity is not in the things we feel are unredeemable. Our identity is in Him as children of God. We are loved, we are chosen, we are known, and He has a purpose for us, even in the midst of what we feel is broken, even in the midst of our brokenness. And just like those artists who enhance and make the broken parts of a vase or some kind of pottery beautiful, the places where God has redeemed and renewed us are the story of Him in our life. They're our testimony, the things He's made beautiful. You know, I don't try to hide my brokenness anymore because I recognize that God can use me even if I am broken. And he can continue to redeem and renew me. He can use what I feel is unusable because he's God and he's amazing and his love is incredible. And so I hope that encourages you and gives you hope today that your brokenness can be made beautiful. It's a part of your testimony. It's a part of what God can use because he is good. We can trust in that he has a purpose for our life. So even if you're walking through something right now that makes you feel broken, God's right there. He's willing to offer you his strength and his help, and he can redeem you and he can use you. I hope that was encouraging for you guys today. I know that it's taking me a while to recognize those truths about who God is and about what it means to be broken and made whole by him. But I know that it is true. Thanks, guys, for listening. I hope that it was encouraging and gave you some hope, and I hope that you also have a great rest of your week.